I will meditate with you now. And what I ask you to do is just to sit as comfortable as you can. You know, when you move or when you cross legs or when you take something, the mind goes there. So we cannot meditate doing movements or holding things because the mind is when we move in that place. And I invite you to just to relax the toes. Sometimes we think we are relaxed, but our toes are tight. And I invite you as well to relax the sphincter. Sometimes we think we are so relaxed, but we have those bubbles of tension very tight. And I invite you as well to relax hands, to open it. Just to let, like a channel, to canalize throughout you what happened in this moment, whatever it is. And then relax the mouth, and it's very important as well just to be open, to allow the present coming to you in full, to relax the tongue and put it as back as you can. So you feel all your body is totally relaxed and open. And now go a bit for your mind and think and feel and observe what are you thinking. So if it's any resistance, any adjustment, any remember, any project, or anything that make your body here but your mind out, just try to bring your mind to this moment. And I know it's very abstract to think that we are not thinking. So my invitation is simple, just focus in the area behind and the upper lip and behind the nostrils. And just start to breathe in and breathe out, trying to feel the air being in contact with you, this little place. By the experience, I know the mind is going away many times, trying to collect thoughts or judgments or resistance or ideas. This is how our mind was being always. So breathe in and breathe out again, just to feel there, not to think, to feel. And when you do 3 times this, try to be just feeling the air coming in and the air coming out throughout your nostrils, as is it. Focus in this sensation. The mind will come many times with thoughts. Don't be disgusted for that. This is the naturality of the mind when we don't trying it. So just try and come back as many times you can to feel, not to think. If you think, accept it, but focus again in this little place, upper lip and behind the nostrils, and try to feel the contact of the air coming in and coming out. The mind go away. It's like a monkey going from one tree to another, taking fruits. This is what the naturality of the mind when we are not training. So I invite you one more time just to feel, not to think. focus in the little place behind the nostrils and upper lip and feel the air coming in and the air coming out. If there's any sensation coming out in the body, just feel it without give a name of that feeling. Just feel it. Feel the respiration, the natural respiration, without give any name to what you're feeling. Just feel it. And now I invite you to go to your heart and feel the heart, the movement of the heart. Just feel, not think in your heart. And if you develop it, are you feeling all a sensation of grateful, on love, of unity? Just spread to the people who are here, to the ones you like very much, to the ones you are agreeing, to the ones you like less, to the ones you are not agreeing. And feel connected throughout our heart, to our physical heart, to those movements. You are me, I am you. So now we make Anjali Mudra. Namaste. You put your hands together in front of your chest. And we do this. And we place the hands in a place you feel is called, any place in your body that you think will be comfortable or energy needed. And when you feel, you just check it. So, thank you. And when I think in coming here to do some lecture, I was thinking, why? Just to go out of my comfort situation, to speak to my teachers in a language that is not mine. This is a call from the ego. But then I reflect and I said, no, it's because we are a group, we can share things that change my life and could be good for you as well. So that's why I'm here. And since I am a little kid, I was seeking. Because a funny situation, I am born in a family. I take this like a microphone. I can put it like that. Because I born in a funny family. My grandparents, the grandparents mean the fathers of my mom. He was a priest. He wants to be a priest, and my grandmother wants to be a nun. And they grows, and they like each other, and they married. They have 7 kids. 3 of them are monks. And my mother was a wife monk. Means she married. But since we are very, very kids, we pray every day. I don't know how you say it in English, el rosario.
Rosary.
Yeah, every day, the mystery, every one of them. And today, the glorioso, blah, 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 blah. And then we go to the church every day in the morning. So I grew in a very, very Catholic mother family. And my father was ateo, thanks to God. You know what is ateo? Ateo.
He was an atheist. Yeah.
Thanks to God. So...
The atheist thanks to God. Thank God he was an atheist.
So they give me this big polarity. And for example, when I was Christmas for everybody was a present. And you know, I am from Colombia, then it's a very different sociality standard. So my father said, oh my God, in Colombia we call Niño Dios, you know, like
Santa Claus.
Like instead of Santa Claus, we said Niño Dios, means the God of the Son of God.
Little Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So my father said, oh my God, those poor people thinks that I am so poor that even the thanks to God forget them. So my Christmas, since I was a little kid, was my father has a Fargo. It was a pickup, American pickup. I don't know if you remember those Fargo, coming from America. And at 12 o'clock at night, and 24th of December, all the toys are 50% less, or even 70% less. So my father go and bought those toys, and our Christmas was going to the poor places to give toys. So he really teach me what is Santa Claus. And when I have this, I don't know how you say it, Primera Comunión. Yeah, so my mother was thinking in a beautiful dress and a beautiful place and everything. And he was respect my mother, but he always gives the sign inside. So he said, if you want the kids has a Primera Comunión, we are doing to do in an orfanato.
An orphanage.
So my mother said, okay, it's okay, so we save money. And my father said, no, we are going to make the same party to those poor kids. Means those polarity give me a seeking person. I am not comfortable with my religion. And then I start to looking. I start to looking with Osho. I be in Osho Comuna, you know Osho? Even the movie you said, I have to say it is not true or everything. It's making for mega bad reputation to Osho. I've been then to seek seek movement. I mean, I be a seeking. And after being in many meditations and many looking for, I find out Vipassana. So I'm here because I practiced Vipassana for many, many years, and I think I have something to share with you. And we all existed like a flow of eternal energy, and we have fragmented our infinity perception so that we experience what we call life. Because my English is beautiful, but reading is more beautiful for you, I will read. According to my experience as an ancient Vipassana meditator, meditation is the natural state of being. We belong to perceive the ever-changing reality as it is in each moment, not as we would like, without modifying it, without identifying ourselves, are mere observers, in order to get out of the stratagema, good or bad. So this Christianity give me many, many things good, but give me this, good or bad, that kill us in life. This is good or this is bad. It's why when I find out macrobiotic, I really love it, because give me, this is not good or bad. It's just, it has any quality, and depends on the quality I use it or not. Then, after seeing many, many meditations that I don't say that are not good, because they make me step by step to find Vipassana, when I go to seek, I find out this is the same like Catholics, because I've been in all movements, Christian movements, charismatic, Misa, Maria Goretti, Jesus y Maria, I've been in all movements, because I am a seeking. So I thought, well, this is not the answer here, because I have many things that don't do it. So when I find meditation is feel. Nobody tell us feel. Everybody tell think. Even in those meditations that we focus on mantra, that I respect because I do it for many years, or give us lights to see, or sometimes we think meditation is being in a glorious place, looking for lights, being lovely and kindly. I can say to you, doing meditation, I was horrible, hate everybody. But this horrible hate, it was inside me. And this meditation allowed to go out. And I learned in this Vipassana meditation that the mind is divided in 4 parts. The mind that recognizes any sensation. The mind that evaluates what is recognized. The mind that feels what they recognize. And then the mind that reacts. And one of the purposes of Vipassana is stop reacting. And it's possible. I can tell you that it changed the structure of my brain, they changed the structure of my family, and they changed the structure of my life. And the most important thing, like a macrobiotic counselor, without know about macrobiotic, like many people with a lot of experience, it changed the structure of my patients when they are in my consultation. And it's not because I do it, it's because I allow this vibration to come throughout me. So one of the important things that feeling has is that the mind could be in contact with the many meditations we do make us in contact of the feelings. But it's not easy to make the contact with conscious minds to the unconscious mind. And a simple example that is that unconscious mind is always conscient. Unconscious mind is always conscient. The thing is that we are not conscient that the inconscient mind is always conscient. You know what I mean? Sure? Okay. So the proof is that we are sleeping and some mosquito bite and you are deep asleep and your unconscious mind feeling and scratch the body. So the unconscious mind is always conscient. And before I find Vipassana, read or understand the philosophies, follow rituals or dogmatic meditations, mantras, visualizations, help, but not release, because this practice keeps the mind constantly attached to an old reality, far from the reality that is always changing in every moment. So when I hear that I told you yesterday that Buddha 5,000 years ago find out that we are trillions of particular subatomics in constantly changing, he was not neuroscientific like now. And now the scientists find the same thing. And he do it because he sits under the tree and feel. So what I learned in Vipassana is that when I do any kind of meditation that is not throughout the feelings, throughout sensation in the body, the mind focus in something. And it's good because the mind relax, we are focused, we feel in a way calm. But when we are in a strange situation, this mantra, this light is not coming to help you. But when we are feeling in meditation the sensations and observe without reacting to that sensation, then we are in our inconscious prepared to be calm in that moment. So it's a way to liberate, just to feel the sensation without reacting. Then I give you just some samples that neuroscientists find out now, how the brain works. Our brain controls all aspects of our life. And as a humans have developed on the planet, the size of the brain has doubled. It's about, I don't know, Denny, it's 1 kilo, 36 kilograms now, the brain. I am not sure this measure, but it's more or less. Because I hear that from you in a class once in the past. Anyway. The thing is, the brain doubles the size, and it consumes 20% of all the energy that enters in our body. It's why for meditation it's quite good to eat brown rice. It's a good quality of glucose. In the evolution of the brain, as a human race, we have been adding compartments to our brain. So at the base of the brain is the oldest part, which is known as reptilian. I don't know how to pronounce that. Brain. It's analogous to a reptile. In fact, it's the part we have in common with all mammifers. And that keeps alive. It governs vital functions such as breathing, heart rate, digestion, blood pressure, everything that happens involuntarily in our body. Hundreds of thousands of years later, another part of the brain appeared that is called the limbic system, that is linked to emotions because this is responsible for how they are processed with the limbic system in the amygdala of the brain. The amygdala of the brain is responsible for not erase, this is very important, the traumas of childhood or the past. It is a mass of tissue the size and a shape of an almond that is on each side of the brain. It does not measure half centimeter, but this is the part of the brain that processes, stores, and registers our emotion reactions. Here, the fear register, which is one of the most primitive fear sensation that is connected with the aversion to lose the life. Above the amygdala is the cortex, a winkler and external layer of the brain that is divided in 4 lobes. Above our eyes are the frontal lobes, the most recent areas of the brain, and there in the cerebral cortex is the function of everything, reality, like our plans, our projects, is in this area. When we meditate, the left part of the brain generates positive energy. Decrease the activity of the amygdala, related with fear and anger. On the right side is the area of depression, and the densest register that also diminish with the action of transcendental meditation. Sorry, my English. So what I mean is, when we meditate, we change the structure of our brain because the function of the amygdala is decreased. And it's not something we can read or we can learn. Why I consider as a consultants to or teachers of macrobiotics, we should practice transcendental meditation. So first, because I think in our heart, in all of who are here, we want to change world, and we cannot change world if we don't change us. So we don't inspire, in my opinion, people just to say things. I remember when I saw to one of my meditation teachers, she teaches every day the same thing. Simple, basic things. And people were worried. I am not hearing. I just feel what he said. So when we are in front of people and we are in a good vibration, if our amygdala is lower and we are feeling love and we are feeling healthy, we can share that. So this is a magical reaction when we are in front of people. And I think it's a way to liberate as well, to liberate our mind, to be focused and to be
Dilo en español.
sí, es que try to thinking in English. I forgot my Spanish too. We identify, we create personajes.
Create characters.
We create character. Who is Patricia? I identify with it. I have very attachment to that character. We make attaches of our character. So, if we want to really be this attachment to that character, we start to feel. We think a lot. I think one of the problems of our society, we think. We get to great conclusions. We have a lot of development, but we are not going into deep transcendental meditation, just allowed to feel what it is, because we want things to be like the mind wants, but we don't accept the things like it is. And it's not a possibility just from the mind to control that. We have to go in deep. It's like if we have bad herbs in the garden, yeah. So all those meditations and practicals that is only with the cortex, we just like scissor this, cut the bad herbs, but after 3 months they grow again. And in my experience, I was so disgustada.
Disappointed.
Why? If I am a
Frustrated.
good meditator, I do yoga, I do macrobiotic, I still fight every day with everybody. I stop. I do a 1 hour meditation because I am like a 20 or more years meditate every day, and I go in my bike and somebody crosses me. Oh, this is stupid. Doesn't see me. And I was, oh my God, why? And then when I start to do a meditation, vipassana, these roots, it's like we have un leño ardiendo.
A piece of wood burning.
And when we do meditation, vipassana, we
Or some
see the
embers.
feelings without reacting to the feelings. It's like a drop of water that this small piece is not burning anymore. So this is my invitation to do a vipassana. If you have any question to me, please ask you in your meditation. Ask yourself in the meditation. Thank you.